Today we are touching on a topic that has been taking over social media feeds with the rise of weight loss medications. Where does the body positivity movement go from here?
So we're going to try to answer that question in a moment, but first a closer look at this changing conversation.
For decades, women and young girls were fed one image.
In 1990, we were all still being sold the lie that women must be thin to be attractive.
Then this issue hit newsstands.
When Ashley Graham was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, that was a breaking point across the globe that a bigger woman is sexy, period.
I look like the majority of America, and I need everybody else to know that that is the norm.
The world began to celebrate all sizes, and strong became the new skinny.
This is what my body looks like for this portion of my life, and in this portion, I am happy.
But now, with the rise of weight loss medications, some of the biggest names in the industry are slimming down. Which begs the question, is the body positivity movement dead?
The movement is not dead unless you let it die.
Body acceptance advocate Katie Sturino says it's more important than ever to keep the conversation alive.
Your worth is not constantly going up and down based on what's happening with your outward appearance.
Gabriella Lascano has spent the last 15 years as a body positivity influencer.
Being able to go to beauty events and fashion events where at the time there wasn't a lot of representation, and that to me felt like I was making a difference in the industry.
But for her, it came at a cost.
That there was a point where I got too complacent and I forgot my own health and wellness.
Today, Gabriella's stepping away from her role as an influencer, but her message is clear.
Love yourself at any size, wear the clothes you want to wear, but don't forget that your heart has to beat, babes.
That's so important. With us now is body acceptance advocate and Megababe founder Katie Sturino and body positivity influencer Gabriella Lascano. We are so happy y'all are both with us.
Thank you.
This is an important conversation and one that, as we discussed, is kind of nuanced. So first, thank you for your work and what you've done to change perceptions.
Yes.
Katie, you've created like an entire business. You've changed minds. You've changed hearts. Talk about what you've done to get to where you are now.
Well, I will tell you that when I started about 11 years ago, I started showing myself in a size 12, 14, wearing tank tops and shorts, and I found I was getting messages from size 4, 6 women telling me that they were inspired to wear these type of clothes because they were seeing them on my body. And that's when I realized that we were all living a lie, because I was being fed the direction that if I could get to those smaller sizes, I'd be happy with my body. But the truth was, no woman was feeling satisfied because we were not allowed to, and that is what we set out to change.
All right, and then Gabriella, you started making content on YouTube in 2010.
Yes, a long time ago.
Take us back to that. Well, you shared about it, and then you built a community out of it.
Yes. At the time, I really valued beauty at any size, and I grew up as a Latina in a household where that was accepted. It didn't matter what size I was able to express that need for glamour and acceptance, and my mom was very encouraging of that. And so when I started making those videos, I got so many messages from plus size women saying how inspired they were, and it made me realize like I can make a difference.
Yeah. Okay, so Katie, you revealed to your community that you started taking GLP-1s.
Yeah.
What was the reaction to that? And do you feel like that's changed the body positivity movement?
I think that they're separate. I think GLP-1s are a medication, and they're saving lives for people who need them, myself included. I have diabetes in my family, and I was knocking on diabetes' door. This was a recommendation from my doctor after lots of lifestyle changes were attempted. I think the thing that is important to know is that your body image has nothing really to do with the size in your jeans.
Totally.
And that is the messaging that everyone is just trying to get across.
Body positivity is for all women.
I think the challenge is now with GLP-1s, people feel like, whereas before it was, oh yes, I don't care, my curves or whatever, and now those same people, they feel like, well, wait a minute, they're taking GLP-1s, so maybe skinny is in now. So maybe that's just the truth of what people are sometimes thinking.
That is what people are saying in the media, in the headlines, and maybe even evaluating those relationships close in your life, people who make you feel bad. But the entire purpose of this movement was to get diversity in what we were seeing.
And you have.
Yes, and we have.
Because body positivity is not just for bigger people.
No.
It's for
Yes.
people in marginalized groups, people of color, people with
Yes.
disabilities that still need that representation.
So you said you were going to step away from sort of this movement in some ways. Tell why and what the reaction was.
So 3 years ago, I posted that TikTok video because a friend of mine, Jamie Lopez, had passed away. And so I was in a very emotional state. And so that sense of guilt was more so a personal sense of guilt. I don't feel guilty for any of the strides that I've made in the community or any of the representation that I was able to give.
Right.
It was more so an emotional place of missing my friend and realizing that I wish I had done more for her.
Right.
And that's more so where the guilt came from, because I still see myself as body positive.
And you just said something in that piece that I think is so important, that there's feeling good about your body, being sexy at any size, and also being conscious about your health.
Yes.
So
yeah, and for me personally, I felt that was taking a back seat. I think I got so caught up myself with, how I looked, how I felt in my clothes, and we had so many more opportunities that my health took a back seat.
Yeah.
So what is the takeaway, and how should we wrap our minds around this new part of the conversation? I think we know we need to accept our bodies, but it does feel like we know the media is powerful. And so it does feel like all of a sudden, again, we're turning on and it feels like everyone is thin, or they're losing weight, and celebrities are being open about taking it because of their health. But you have some people who are taking it just because they want to be thin. I mean, that's
a
the
fact.
truth.
Yeah.
You can't control everyone.
Yeah.
No, you can't control everyone, and you have to say that at least now you have choice where you didn't have choice before. I grew up with Melrose Place as my only example.
Melrose Place.
Me
Of like
too.
body,
Courtney
of
Thornton.
body
Me
image,
too.
right?
Yeah.
There was nothing else to show you a woman could be powerful, could be in love, could be successful in a bigger body, and we have that now, and that is important to not just let that go away.
Right.
Yeah.
And body positivity is woven into the fabric of society. We have kids that grew up, the Gen Zs, the Gen Alpha, who grew up with that messaging. So it's not going to disappear because some people are choosing a different path.
You guys are incredible.
good.
Thank you
thank you
so
so
much.
So, Kate, Gabriella, we are going to keep this conversation going. A psychologist is going to weigh in on how the movement moves forward from here. And as you just mentioned, we're going to have some advice for the next generation. That's right after this.
Thank you, ladies.
Before the break, we talked about the popularity of weight loss drugs and how it's affecting the body positivity movement. Joining our conversation now is Rachel Goldman, a clinical psychologist who specializes in the mind-body connection. So excited to hear what you have to say.
This is so important. You heard our previous conversation. You say don't focus on body positivity necessarily. Focus on body neutrality. What does that even mean?
Yeah, so first, just thank you for having this conversation. It is so important. So body positivity is really focusing more on appearance, right? It's about the outward appearance and what somebody looks like in their body. Body neutrality is taking that really a step back and looking at the function of our body and what our bodies do for us. So I love giving an example. An example would be like, I love my legs because they allowed me to show up here today and walk here, right? I love my arms because they allow me to hug my children. So if we take that focus away from the appearance and we're really looking at we all have a body. We live in our bodies. It is us in our bodies, and it serves a purpose. Beyond what it looks like and beyond the appearance.
Yeah, that's smart.
For you and I, we were all talking about this during the commercial break. For the young girls who are scrolling on these images on TikTok or Instagram, and they see these thin images, what are parents supposed to do? It's one thing for women in their 40s and 50s and 60s to say, this is who I am, and we embrace it. But when you're 12, 13, and 14, and everybody is this big, it's tough.
It's so tough, and everybody internalizes the messages, right? And there's all these messages they're hearing, they're seeing, and then we internalize it. So I think as parents, there's a lot that we can do, and I actually recommend the same thing as us as adults to do the same thing, which is to diversify what we're looking at, diversify our feeds, diversify our friend groups. What we're seeing, we want to be very inclusive and see a diverse range of body shape and size.
Okay, I mean, that sounds good in theory, but I think what Sheinelle is saying, you walk into some of these stores and the models are
the posters
one
on the
size.
wall.
So in theory, that sounds good, but as a mother, how do we make sure our kids feel good about themselves?
So it all starts in the home. Right. So I have a 2.5-year-old little girl and a 7-year-old boy, but it really all starts in the home and the messaging that we're giving them, and they take in everything. They're like little sponges that hear everything, absorb everything, internalize everything. So I think first we have to look at ourselves and like actually take a moment to pause and think about, what am I saying in front of my children? What are they thinking that I'm saying? The way that I'm showing up. You know, we sometimes don't have to say anything to give a message. And to really think about that and then shift the way that we do things to show a different message. Right? So I'll give you an example. My children sometimes, you know, like see a scale and they'll pull it out and be like, Mommy, what does it say? You know what I say? It says you're strong. It says you're strong. Let's not focus on the number. It says you're strong.
We don't even have scales.
Right. I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, this is so nuanced. You know, I thought it was interesting that one of our guests said, still take care of your hearts, right?
Absolutely.
So on the opposite end of the spectrum, if you are gaining weight and you still want to be proud of your body, but you also have to look at, like you said, your health.
Yeah. So our health
to be
is
ashamed of with GLP-1s.
Right. Our health is so important. And I think that's where there is room for body positivity, body neutrality, and body acceptance, right? Body positivity can be about, you know, it's not about avoiding change, right? If you want to change your body or seek medical treatment to prevent health risks and to get healthier, you should be able to do that if you want to, but that's your choice, right? It's about removing the shame. That's what it's really about.
You know, obviously the medications are expensive. There are some people that probably, you know, are on the border of needing them, but insurance won't cover. What do you say to those people?
So
we're talking about GLP-1s.
Right. So I actually say that if you think this is the right choice for you, to ask your medical provider and speak to them about it. And some medical providers right away might say no, and others might be more trained and more up on the knowledge and the research on it. So then maybe you need to find a specialist, not just any doctor, but an actual specialist who's an obesity medicine specialist or an endocrinologist who knows about these medications, and to seek help there. And I think that's the first step. But this is a decision that should be made with you and your healthcare team if it is the right thing for you. They're not made for everybody.
Okay. Good conversation. We checked all the boxes with that one. Thank you.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
You guys, thanks for watching.
I know. Come join us for all the fun every weekday on NBC.
Yeah, and don't forget to take us along when you're on the go.
Follow the Today with Jenna and Sheinelle podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.